Peace Reflections. Peace to the guys on earth. Welcome back to Chance and Opportunity. You have another chance, another opportunity to do the right thing. And I just want to say, you don't have to worry about the bird escaping the cage. You don't have to worry about a dog coming outside of your yard. You don't have to worry about humans going back to nature, escaping Babylon. If they believe in their mind that is the right thing to do. If they believe that this is what's serving me. A lot of people in Babylon believe that money is what's helping them in life. If they can be able to utilize the system to get money, then they'll be able to live, they'll be able to be free. And the same thing goes with like birds in a cage. If it believes that that environment is best for them, then they will be stagnated into that environment. And it's up until your thoughts change, until your mindset change and says, well, I deserve better. Like the humans in Babylon, you're in a zoo right now. It's just like animals in a zoo. This is not their natural habitat, but they believe that it is okay because they have been programmed to do that. So what humans have to do is go deep into themselves, just like animals that's in the zoo. When an animal escapes, they have got a thought that showed them it's something else out there, something better for me, or they might have seen something that showed them, well, damn, that animal or a dog that escapes the yard, they'll see another dog and be like, well, that one's free. That one's free to live, free to roam, free to do what it does naturally. And I am stuck in a cage on this leash. Let me escape. As soon as you get that thought, you begin to escape. It's the same thing in Babylon. As soon as you get a thought to remind you that who the fuck you are, and that you belong in nature, you belong true freedom, not just having money. Money is not freedom. Let me tell you, money it's a fucking game. It's a system, it's a game, it's a monopoly game, and you're playing it thinking that you're gonna gain freedom, but you're really not. And it's just like, before I left Babylon, there was an example. I was just kept getting shown examples of certain things and realizing things that I know that I want to be the change of, because you have to be the change that you want to see. So there were certain things in my neighborhood and the people, which are catalysts to show me certain things that will show me like, damn, like the black struggle, like, oh, you have so many talents, so many things you could be doing with your life, but you're here stagnated, you're here arguing. But there's one thing that really stuck out with the system, and it was that my mother was working with a guy that has a lot of money, and she basically, something happened right before I left, and he ended up getting sued for over $500,000 because someone came into his establishment and slipped. See, something that made me really change my pursuit to think that money is freedom is that I know that if I pass $100 million down to my children, they can lose that the next year. It's a game, it's a system. Like, nobody in Monopoly, you think just because you got the properties that you're winning. No, who's the true winner? The true winner is the bank, the one that don't give a fuck about the money, the one that made the game, okay? So it's just like something that really caught me, that really is, for one, I care about humanity so much that I have been leading and telling people to be entrepreneurship for a very long time. I told you that, oh, once you get money, you will be able to be happy. Make money off your talent, serve the system and stuff like that, until I found the most honorable melanated mystic Baba G that taught me the truth, that brought awareness to me that is beyond anything, that is what is. And I care so much about humanity that I was just like, I'm not going to continue to do this. I'm not going to, for one, chase money for myself, because $100 million, what am I going to do with that? It's like, if I'm saying you could do certain things with it, but most likely it can be taken away from you very easily because this is a game. And just like I said with the story, it's a game, so somebody's going to come in there and they can send somebody to your establishment, slip and fall, break a hip, and then be like, oh, you owe me $500,000, and take that money from you. And it's just, at the end of the day, if your kids don't have awareness and consciousness, if you're not leaving them the Christ conscious, if you're not leaving them the truth, they will still live in a lie. So you're still repeating the devil's system, living backwards, okay? So basically, the realness is cosmic currency is what's real. When you hear the truth and you decide to proclaim it, then that's what's going to bring you all the abundance that you need. Like, chasing money is not going to do that. You can get a lot of money in your life, but if you don't have a brain, if you don't use your higher thoughts, that money can be gone real easily. Real easily. So at the end of the day, I think that people in Babylon, they're starting to value money way too much. It's a repeated cycle that we keep going through. And what the devil is going to do, they're going to give you a little bit of money so you shut the fuck up for a little second. And then the next generation after that is going to start complaining again, saying we need more money. And it's just a repeated cycle that we have to stop. These are generational curses. And a generational curse is just a pattern. It's something that keeps going over and over, and we're accepting it, until someday somebody has a higher thought and says, you know what, I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to sacrifice the things that I feel like or I believe or I thought that was true for something that I know that is profound and true. You might not know your destiny. You might not know where you're headed. And this is the thing in Babylon. You feel like you're comfortable because you feel like, oh, all I got to do is go to work. All I got to do is make this money and I'll be okay. And you think that you have that's your destiny. You think that's your plan and that's going to work. But most likely it's not. There's so many rich people in Babylon that is as of dis-ease. They are living without harmony, and their cells are in dysfunction. And this is simply because they're chasing money and they're not realizing that money is the root of all evil. And money can be utilized, but only with the intelligent mind, only with the right consciousness, the right awareness. So I be having so many thoughts on my head, so I just like to get it out. But my thing now is just to practice, perfect, and preserve the knowledge. I need to be able to put the message out there in a way that anybody can grasp it. It's not all over the place with my thoughts and stuff. These are thoughts that I feel like if one word that I said can affect you, can make you think, can help you becoming more higher thoughts, then I done my job. But at the end of the day, practice, perfect, and preserve the knowledge. Preserve the knowledge is to put it out there, dress right dress. Is to put it out there in the right way. Okay, so that's what I'm on, embodying the knowledge and being the change that you want to be. Be the change you want to be, that you want to see, because everything starts with you. Don't forget, you're the only one in existence. You're the observer of your reality. You are everything. So when you cannot point the finger too much, and this is even pointing the finger at Babylon. Babylon did this, Babylon did that, Babylon this, Babylon that. No, it's you did that to yourself to be able to overcome it. And once you get this knowledge, then you're a step closer. Life is about death. And I know I'm hitting on so many different points in this video. It's crazy. Life is about death. It's about dying and being reborn again. Okay? You live once. This is to live. You live all the time. We was always living. All right? But you die multiple times. See, we get it backwards. We think we die once, but we live. We keep reliving and stuff like that. No, we live once. We've been living in and out forever, and we die multiple times to become a better person. So, yes, keep that in mind. And I know I touched on a lot of different topics, but like I said, you will be seeing me preserving the knowledge in a way that is profound, in a way that is clear, in a way that is not all over the place, because these are thoughts, and this is just a symbolic. That's another thing. Life is all about symbols. Like anything you see, your children, anything in your environment, it's a symbol to show you something about yourself. And one thing I notice is that even with my videos, like I go into a thought and then I change it up to another thought, and that just shows that I have incomplete thoughts, that I have to be able to complete it. And that's a part of practicing and preserving the knowledge, okay? So I love myself. Peace to the gods. Have a nice